Hello everyone and welcome to the final video in the Team Lead Academy, which is how to deliver team meetings. We have talked about the standards, we have talked about the inner and outer journey and membership development and where exactly you come in to ensure that you actually develop your members. But we have not talked about how exactly to deliver team meetings, right? Team meetings are part of the 16 membership experience standards. And you may be wondering, okay, I've been told that I need to deliver this team meetings, but how exactly do I deliver team meetings? When I talk about team meetings, I basically mean departmental meetings. If you are in IGV, this means conducting members for the members of the IGV, conducting meetings on a weekly basis for the members of the IGV portfolio. So what is the overall goal of the session? It is for you to know how to deliver an effective weekly team meeting, emphasis on weekly. Team meetings, departmental meetings are meant to be done on a weekly basis and get some ideas for your own on how to make them a fun and learning environment. So we're going to go through the structure, how a team meeting looks like, how to spice them up, how to make them more fun and engaging, and finally, how to make use of physical touch points. So the structure of a team meeting basically is what a team meeting encompasses is a discussion and collaboration team moment. This is a space where all of the great minds that work in IGV, in ISEC, in UCU get together to discuss and collaborate. So it's to discuss in the sense that reporting, like what has the project manager been doing? What has the salesperson been doing? What has the EP manager been up to? How many approvals do we have? How many applicants do we have? And also, if someone is facing an issue, this is also the time to brainstorm as a team on how you can curb this issue. So the structure of a team meeting is, first of all, after the check-in, of course, but these are the three key elements. After the check-in, you have current updates in everyone's department, in everyone's sort of, because now the department is IGB as a whole, but in everyone's docket, what is happening with the people that are in charge of bringing in, starting new projects, what is happening on that end. Our EP managers in charge of making sure our EPs have a quality experience, what is happening. Our IR managers, international relation managers, what is happening on that end. Next is action. Based on the updates, what are the actions to be taken? And next is forward planning and any follow-up that needs to be done. So this is the basic team structure, team meeting structure that you can use for a successful team meeting. First, you start with a check-in. Understand, it can be a simple question just to get, remember you have 1 year to be with these guys, so try to get to know them as much as you can. It can be simple question like, what is your favorite Christmas memory? How was your day? Who made your week this week? Stuff like those simple things for you to get to know your members little by little. Next is to update on team progress. We already talked about this. Then provide necessary information from the EB as well as national updates. Remember, as the LCVP, as the team leader, you're the one to downscale any information. Basically, translate if it's been given by, for example, your VP and your MCVP TM, MCVP OGV has given out any sort of information in the group or even during the commission call. This is the time to give your members this same information. Next is any team updates, right? Like what is happening with the department. And then based on this discussion, if there are any problems, then you have a solution space where you brainstorm basically on various ways in which you can solve this problem. Then we have a feedback space. This is not mandatory. As you can see, it's been put in like braces. It's not really mandatory, but it's something that you can implement, so that your members get to feedback one another because they work together and sometimes people clash. Then just an open space. Remember, these are just suggestions. You can do a checkout and a social checkout if needed. Like after the team meeting, you go for ice cream somewhere, you go hang around in the school garden somewhere and just talk about how life is, how everything is. So something else you need to know, don't plan for too much content. Don't make the team meeting so long and monotonous that people do not even want to come for the meeting. Remember, look for fun ways of spicing up the meeting, but also making them as practical and as learning oriented as possible. You can sometimes invite a guest speaker. You can invite someone from the MC, you can invite the ECB chair or the MC ECB responsible. celebrate something together, create a team bonding activity. The example I gave, going for ice cream, give members the opportunity to moderate. You don't have to moderate all team meetings, just a personal testimony, if I may give a testimonial. When I was LTVP IGV, my time was during the COVID-19 pandemic, and we still had weekly meetings. At some point, I found that it was taking a toll on me having to prepare for weekly meetings on a weekly basis and still do a lot of AP management and IR calls and all of that. So what I did was I had different members of my team lead the team meetings, so that you give your members also the platform to lead team meetings and even just try out how to manage a team. So nothing works better than a cool mixed combination. As much as possible, try to have your meetings physical. But if it's not possible, also have them online. Make sure you include breaks. If you're having them online, make sure you have like fun little games that you can play. Look for little games that you will slot in that will help you get to know one another better and still have fun. This is a little quote that I added. If you don't meet regularly with your team, you don't really have a team. What you have is a collection of boxes on an organization chart. You need to meet on a weekly basis. I cannot emphasize this enough. It will be one of the MXP standards that we will be tracking. And also during the member engagement survey, your members will need to confirm that they in fact had 4 team meetings in that month. So this is a non-negotiable. We recruit members and tell them that we will develop their leadership skills. We have to make sure that we keep our word. So before you finish, just be creative and proactive while creating the concept of your team meetings. If it's a physical meeting, it may not be possible to use slides, but if it's virtual, find nice slides that you can make. There's so many templates. Ask your MCVP to maybe lend you some. If it's physical, find exciting ways of making your team meetings fun. But also remember that it is a non-negotiable for team members to attend team meetings. As much as you're making it fun that they attend, it is a requirement. All right? Yes. So that is it for me. Thank you so much. Remember, same drill. Find the quiz in the description box, take the quiz, and let's go make ISEC in Uganda great. Bye.